The fifth month of the year had a lot of positives to warm our hearts. Here are the top 3 positive news stories of May 2022. If you liked the video and find the content meaningful, then kindly press the super thanks button and contribute whatever you can to the channel. Your contributions will help us create more engaging and informative positive videos. Number 3. After husband dies, 83-year-old Muddy Mildred runs her third Tough Mudder race to provide clean water. Muddy Mildred Wilson is at it again. The 83-year-old with 2 Tough Mudder races to her name just crushed a third one, becoming the oldest person ever to finish the famous 5K. The Tough Mudder 5K in Missouri, Wilson's home state, was honored to feature the octogenarian for the third time, and in this event, she was raising money to drill a freshwater well in a rural African village. In 2021, when she completed her second 5K, she dedicated it to her late husband Farrell, who was able to see her cross the finish line for her first race in 2019. Now she's doing it for her son, Danny Wilson, who is the leader of the youth group working to raise money to drill wells in Africa. "I will get muddy so others can drink clean water. I would love for you to help me make the vision a reality," Mildred wrote on the GoFundMe page. The village in question in Africa has a single water hole about the same color as the Tough Mudder ponds that Wilson must crawl through early on in the 5K. If it doesn't rain, the villagers must travel over a literal mountain range to find the next one. Danny and Mildred hope to raise the $5,000 that they set out to achieve through their GoFundMe campaign. Number 2. With his handmade bowl, this 12-year-old raised $325,000 for Ukrainian kids. After a young boy's woodworking project went viral, he seized on his new internet following to raise money, not for himself, but for the children of Ukraine. When Gabriel Clarkey's proud dad tweeted a link to his son's hobby of carving wooden bowls and posting them for sale on Instagram, it went viral, and his Insta followers jumped from 6 to 227,000 in just 48 hours. Rather than fulfilling the 20,000 requests for wooden bowls, Clarkey Woodwork, who lives in Cumbria in northern England, announced that he would make one single bowl called the Gabriel's Bowl for Ukraine to be given out in a lottery to anyone who makes a donation to save the children Ukraine. Virality struck once again, and a $6,260 appeal turned into $325,000 success, with nearly 15,000 people donating. Part of the viral bump came when the appeal came to the attention of J.K. Rowling, Nick Offerman, and Stephen Fry, who all passed it along to their unfathomable numbers of followers. Gabriel's Bowl for Ukraine now has a new home in Renuka Chapman, and the $325,000 will go a long way in benefiting the children of Ukraine. Number 1. Bartender immediately drops beer to save family swept by rogue wave into rip current. An ordinary shift at the bar became an exercise in heroism for one bartender in South Africa recently. Tongai Matandaratya, who works at Brass Bell restaurant near Cape Town, left behind any thoughts of his own safety and of the drink he was pouring for a customer to dive into the cold Atlantic Ocean to rescue a mother and daughter swept off the pier by a rogue wave. It was a relatively calm day in the fishing village of Kalk Bay. Several people were walking by the window of Brass Bells looking out to the water. Then the scene changed dramatically. A huge wave came over the harbor and it covered the people, dragging them into the ocean. 37-year-old Claire Gardner and her 8-year-old daughter Arya Van Hilton were 2 of the people swept away. Gardner knew they were being pulled into the water as soon as the wave rushed over them, and she managed to wrap her arms around little Arya. By now Matandaratya had dropped the drink he was pouring, taken off his belt and jumped into the water, followed by a tourist. By then the ferocity of the waves, even just a few meters from shore, had pulled Gardner and Arya apart. He used his belt to rescue Arya, who wasn't able to stay afloat by herself. Brass Bell congratulated their man on Facebook, saying they were so proud of him and appreciative of his heroism, with several commenters adding reminders to tip him well. Multiply the positivity by sharing these sweet stories with your friends on social media.